Yo, how's it going everyone? It's that time once again. We are back for the Dokkan early stream. So people in chat already saying the EZA details have been posted. So we're going to take a look at those here. Get this done like straight away. Get this recorded. AGL Kid Gohan is busted. Okay. Let's see, shall we? I'm guessing there should be an in-game thing for content upcoming. Yep. My immediate thing of actually trying to find the tweet is someone retweeting it saying, wait, really? He still only supports and stacks defense? As if that's not a good thing. Okay, so yeah, Buns, how's it going? Yeah, how's everyone doing? Tala, Fitzilla, is that Luffy? We're Luffy. Trace, Dark FV, he only gets God for 3 turns. Uh-oh, fraud alert. Right, so let's go news. Okay, yeah, there's not much. This is just new ESBR 76, which is storied figures. That'll be interesting. Happy that Gohan is good. He's one of my favorite units ever. Yeah, he's going to be useful for a bunch of teams. So, but anyway, let's go ahead and get this actually recorded here. Get the chat up on my phone. Okay. Hey guys, Marcin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we have the details tweeted out for the AGL Kid Gohan EZA. This is something that I think a lot of people have been looking forward to. This guy is a really good support that supports all allies, so he can be run on like any team that he's on essentially and still be useful. He also has the heal active skill, which can obviously be useful in troublesome situations as well. Although, of course, with the EZAs, they can't change the active skill condition. And I know his is based on, like, being on low HP. But, I mean, in some of the tough fights, it's not exactly difficult to do. So, we're going to go ahead and take a look at him. We also have a brief news update of a couple of things that are coming out in the next couple of days. Most of which we knew about already, although we have got confirmation on what one of the stages is in terms of team. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. So yeah, we're going to just go ahead, jump in, go through his details. I haven't looked at them at all yet. As always, when I do these videos with the news reveals, I like to go in completely blind so that you guys get my genuine first thoughts and first reaction to what I think about the unit. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and take a look. So obviously, as expected, his leader skill is just both categories are now flat, 3 key 170 to stats. It's kind of what we'd expect to see. So his basic effects, 258% defense, all allies 3 key and 58% defense. So I believe that this hasn't changed too much. I might get the details for him here up quickly just so I can cross-reference them. Get his normal details up here on my phone. Yeah, so they've literally given him an extra 100% defense, and then the support is the same. So when HP is 58% or more, for once only activation, he guards for 3 turns and gives all allies defense 15% for 2 turns when receiving an attack. So after he gets hit, all allies will then be getting 70% defense from him, but the 15%, yeah, for 2 turns. So if you're using him as a floating slot 3 support, it means he's still giving the units on the next turn another 15% defense as long as he does get hit at the end there. So that's interesting. Guard for 3 turns. I guess that kind of helps him out early on to get some like stacks in and stuff, because he is a stacker, or was. I don't think they'll have changed it very much. In fact, we can kind of see the super attack details on the left there anyway, so of course he's still a stacker. So that gives him a little bit of help early on. Then when there's another heavenly events or demonic power ally in the same turn, he gets another 158% attack and defense, damage reduction 58%, and then defense 58% when receiving an attack. So that's pretty good, because he also has that all allies defense 15% for 2 turns when receiving an attack. It doesn't say self-excluded, so that means when he gets hit, he's actually getting like 71% defense. So with the demonic power ally on the rotation, the fact that he has like 416% like start of turn defense, then when he gets hit he's getting another like 71%. So his defense is going to almost double like when he gets hit. And he's on demonic power, so yeah, like he's going to be on the new mini Goku team. He's going to be getting support from like both the mini Gokus because he's demonic power. And then after receiving an attack, he gets attack 158, chance to crit 58%, and launches an additional super attack for 5 turns. So that's pretty good. So even if he's a slot 3 floater, that will activate when he gets hit, and it will still be active on his next turn when he comes back around. So you can do a guaranteed additional super and get another extra stack. So I mean, early on, depending on your starting rotations, you probably want to keep him on the rotation that he starts on, so that then when he comes back again 2 turns later, he still has guard, has been hit, and then has that chance to do like 3 supers in a turn with the passive additional and the hidden potential. And then at that point you could potentially float him off and him have relatively solid defense. Obviously he does lose guard, and people I know are going to be mad straight away that he only has guard for 3 turns. I mean, as good as Goku is, people are mad that he only has guard for 5 turns. But I guess you get a few turns to stack up some defense, and then he still does have 58% damage reduction. That 71% defense when he gets hit is going to be doing a lot of work. Or is it 73? Yeah, 73 actually. I'm no good at maths. I've only been awake for like 45 minutes. Yeah, so this is a great improvement considering his pre-EZA was after receiving an attack he gets 58% attack. Funnily enough, he actually had a guaranteed stun within the turn with his super after receiving an attack, which he now doesn't have. Which is kind of funny because in events where you could stun, that means that technically that is like a nerf, because now he doesn't have that. It's kind of weird. But obviously that's not really super important. Everything else is considerably better. So that's pretty good. The interesting thing is, yeah, if on his first turn, if you're at like 57% HP, he doesn't get that guard activate thing. But in a way that could almost end up being good, where like if it doesn't activate, but then on that turn you're putting him in slot 3 and there's no attacks, he doesn't worry about getting hit anyway. then when he next comes back around, if you're on 58% or more HP, then that activates then. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, he certainly is going to be very strange. Oh yeah, when attacking with 12 or more ki, stuns the attacked enemy. Okay, there you go. So he just does that now. He doesn't even need to get hit first. He just does that now. So actually that is good. When attacking with 12 or more ki, I just missed that bit completely, I think, because he gets 258% attack, which before was 158%. Yeah, so that's good. He now doesn't have to get hit first to do that. So okay, that is a buff. Good. Okay, and then the details of his super attack effect. So infinite stack defense, greatly raise attack for 1 turn. Immense damage with a medium chance to stun. Okay. So, well, I guess, yeah, I was going to say, if they gave his passive now he just always stuns all the time, what is the point of his super attack having stun chance? But it's because super attacks can stun for 2 turns, whereas the passive stun is 1 turn. So if he stuns from his passive, which is guaranteed, it will only be for that duration of that turn. If he stuns off of his actual super attack effect, then it will be for 2 turns. The annoying thing is you can never tell which one it actually is if it happens until the start of the next turn. But yeah, they've added in the fact that he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, so that's good. He can potentially get a decent attack stat out of that. And then he has the unit super still, which can be activated with a Piccolo or a Krillin. And they just have to be on the team. And now it's greatly raised defense, which is still the infinite stack, greatly raised attack, immense damage, and a high chance to stun. So I think that is basically all the same, except of course, yeah, they've made greatly raised defense as the actual stack. So that's really good. So basically, with the Daima Goku team, he's obviously going to have that new Daima Piccolo support unit on the team. So he's getting a greatly raised. So starting off like straight away, early first turn, he's got guard. He's going to greatly raise defense, then potentially get another like guaranteed additional super attack, which is obviously if he has received an attack. Which I suppose turn 1 he could potentially be a bit risky for slot 1, but otherwise I'd say that that is pretty good. Like he's probably not, as a floating support character, he's probably not a character that we were banking on becoming like a godly slot 1 unit, but I guess with like all the defense he's going to get when he receives an attack, and the guard combined with the damage reduction, combined with the Daima Goku support and all the support on Daima Goku's team, on his first rotation, as long as you're not in an event where the enemy is already hitting super hard from like turn 1, he probably could tank in slot 1. And then that gives him the extra attacks like super early. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting. I think he looks pretty good. Now remember, active skill conditions, as I said, don't change. So his active skill can be activated when HP is 58% or less once only. And it recovers 30% HP, guards all attacks for 1 turn, and raises all allies' defense by 20% for 2 turns. So in the combination with his active skill, and then him also getting hit that turn, he's giving 35% defense for 2 turns once you've used the active skill. You get the heal, and then obviously he then has guard again for that turn. So ideally you wouldn't want to use it within the first 3 turns, unless you really have to for the heal, but that does give him the ability to get guard again for 1 more turn. So yeah, I think he looks pretty good. Like I said, I don't know, especially for the difficult events, like slot 1 capabilities, but we'll need to see, because he gets so much defense when he gets hit. So if you have that really good first turn where he does like the unit super and then does like 2 additionals, his defense is already going to be at a pretty decent level on his next turn. And then when he gets hit, he gets 73% like extra, which is going to be like whatever you see on the team screen showing us his defense, he's basically getting an extra like 2/3 or 3/4 of that like added on top again when he gets hit, which is pretty good. And then obviously when he supers, he greatly raises again. So yeah, I think he seems pretty solid. I don't necessarily think, like, I don't necessarily read the details and be like, okay, well, he's just, you know, he's the new best EZA TUR, but definitely looks very, very good. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I feel like he is looking pretty solid. So let's go ahead and take a look at, we got the news update thing here on Dokkan info. So just a couple of little bits in the news as well for the upcoming content. We're obviously getting the limited event for skill orbs for the manga units. This is coming out on Thursday, obviously at the same time as the banner. This is just to give you unique skill orbs for the manga characters. We haven't had the data download yet, so we don't know exactly what their unique skill orbs are going to do. Hopefully they are very good and give them a bunch of extra stats, right? Like the ones we've kind of seen before for some characters, where the bronze, silver and gold are giving them like an ability, like additional or dodge or something, but also giving defense. Would be very, very useful for these characters. And then we have the Stage of Super Battle Road, which we knew was coming, but has been confirmed, Stage 76, to be the storied figures category. So this one will be interesting. Definitely not the craziest team, but should certainly be fun to put together a team for that. So obviously we'll be doing that, getting the no items run done. I will be live on Thursday morning for checking out the new content and stuff. So yeah, currently a couple of things in the news which we basically knew about already. The main thing being the Gohan EZA. And like that Diamond Goku team now has just so many units that are giving multi-turn support. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Are you looking forward to the Super Battle Road stage? What do you think of Kid Gohan's EZA? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Right, okay. So now I just need to get that uploaded straight away here. Yeah, he seems pretty good. Hey, shout out to the Great Vasquez for the 2 bits on the Twitch side. Yeah, he seems very good. Like, I wasn't necessarily expecting him to become a slot 1 like Giga Tank, so him just being a really good support with like solid defensive capabilities I think is really good. AGL Kid Gohan. Right, already, because I knew we were going to get the details, so I'd already made a thumbnail. So just get this posted quickly. Yeah, Big TX not impressed with Gohan's EZA, no? What don't you like about it? I think he's really good. SA effect should have been greatly raised attack and defense. Unit super massively raised attack, greatly raised defense for 1 turn. Whereas unit super was always also stacking. It'd be kind of weird if they made it so that one of his supers wasn't stacking anymore. That would make him worse. Yeah, he doesn't really need attack. His main job is support, exactly. Like, how hard he hits is really not important, I don't think. But they did also give him a bunch of extra attack. He's got a bunch of extra attack in his passive. They gave him the greatly raised attack as part of his 12 key, which he didn't have before. Like, I think he's very good.
All right, let's do this.
Let's get this posted. Alright, well, I'll put the link in here. Make sure you guys do help me out. Open up the link, give it a like, leave a comment, even though it's just to say you came over from the stream. Demonic Power, turn 5 or 6. I don't know why they made him lose guard after 3 turns. If he gets active skill on turn 5 or 6. I mean, the thing is, depending on how well you do, like, early on, like, turn 5 or 6, his defense is going to be quite high. That's the other thing as well. Don't, like, people, don't, like, he's got 58% damage reduction, and then don't underestimate, like, the 73% defense when he gets hit. Because, like, if he has 2 million defense, when he gets hit, he's getting more than, like, an extra 1.5 million, and he has 58% damage reduction. No, he's good. Apathy. Yeah, in Gohan and the and Goten and Trunks team will be interesting for him as well. But yeah, check out the video. Yeah, use the new hype option if you have it as well. Hype the video. That is a new thing that YouTube are doing that I need to get used to remembering to mention. But yeah, just remember, like, he's always been a floating support unit, essentially, at his core. So expecting him to become something other than that is, you know, is unfortunately... His trash should have been 1000% defense at the start of the turn. True.
All right, let's do this.
Gohan looks like the worst EZA in a while. He's comparable to Vegeta. Like, absolutely not. Like, what? Calling him the worst ECA is rage bait. Maybe we expect defensive supports to become high damage dealers. Only way he'll be bad is if he doesn't do his role well. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like I say, he's supposed to be a floating support, which he's going to do very, very well. And then they gave him a little bit of extra damage on top. Like...
All right, let's do this.
Why is it still 5 stones to change the hidden potential? Fortunately, I managed... Well, that's the only upside to me having pulled multiple copies of him during my summons for Daima Goku. Yeah, literally, I started the stream... Well, I was here, like, the stream had started at 8, but... Yeah, the details came out literally at the start of the stream. Additionals obviously will be good for him. Yeah, he has a built-in additional if he gets hit, and crit chance as well, for like 5 turns after he takes an attack. So... But yeah, make sure you guys hype the video if you have the option to do so. That'd be cool. I heard Evil Truth giggle in the background after reading your comment. I mean, that's the thing. It's one of those, like... It's one of those things where it's like, sometimes when people say, like, oh, well, just give him a full dodge build. But it's like... You know, this unit also does XYZ, so I want to build him this particular way. But the thing is, for this Gohan, like, he does additional and crit in his passive, so his best build is just going to be dodge anyway. Because he basically does everything else. Yeah, so like mine has 21 additional, which is probably a bit high. Got 5 copies of him. He probably doesn't even need that much additional, because like 22 is like a 44% chance to additional. But then I also don't want it to be too low, because I do very much want him to get additional, so... Yeah, I feel like critting for him, it just isn't important. It's in his kit anyway. It's combo 4, evasion 4. Can't imagine I have a better one than that anyway. I like dodge and additional put together. Why don't they do the thing like with categories where like if I put additional and dodge it would just search for both? Like ones that have both. It's the same but just one extra additional. Well, is it only on mobile, the hype thing? I didn't know that. Yeah, the new like Gohan, Goten and Trunks team and the Daima Goku team, he's going to be really good. But my Gohan with 15 additional 20 dodge, yeah, that seems fine. Yeah, that's the thing, is they're giving units so many things in their passives now that like, yeah, it's like every unit just ends up being dodge build because that's the only thing they don't already do in their passive. Yo, Aaron, how's it going on the Twitch side? How are we doing today? But a lot better than yesterday. I had food poisoning. Oof. I'm good now. It's 2 AM. Just wanted to say hi. Well, glad you're feeling better. Yeah, that's pretty brutal. We've got Massive G popping in to say hello as well. Just wanted to say hello. Now I'm going back to sleep. I appreciate you. I think it's just a holdover from the hidden potential system being kind of outdated now, where like back in the day when units just didn't have any of these things in their passive, if a character was a damage dealer, then it was a good idea to give them crit potentially. But yeah, just now units get so much stuff in their hidden potential that a lot of these abilities aren't even useful anymore. Need to get rid of Jiro medals. Additional is the problem. Chance to do an additional normal is trash. Yeah, that's the thing, is like if you invest a huge amount into hidden potential additional, and then your character additionals like every single time they're on the rotation, but it's a normal, then it's super annoying. Yeah, the Prince of all normals is basically only saved by the fact that he normally does a bunch of additional normals from his passive, and then at least the hidden potential is then a super. Can you even build a full Tapion? Wait, can you? You got AGL Tapion, Tech Tapion, Physical Free-to-Play Tapion, STR Tapion and Minosha. That's 4. Who am I missing? Yeah, I mentioned him, Physical Tapion. Let's see, let's take a look at the storied figures team, shall we? I mean, Pycon's on there. He never said they had to be different units. Oh wait, so you're going to use like the SSR of AGL Tapion. Yep, up. What's the verdict on Gohan? I think he's pretty good. I think he's going to be a strong slot 3 floating support, which is kind of what he always was before. With the fact that he has guard and he gets so much extra defense on super, if you put him in slot 2, on turn 1 he should tank like most of the supers currently. Like apart from, I guess, like the crazy Gohan Goten Trunks one where they're hitting for like 12 million on turn 1 or whatever it is. Oh, can you not use the SSR of a unit and the TUR on the team in ESPR? I mean, that Bardock is on there, who's pretty decent. Hang on just a minute. How many do we actually have? Oh, let's go. Let's go, boys. Heroes team for Super Battle Road. Although, unfortunately, the only one that's going to have a leader skill that will actually... None of them are going to all be on the same lead, are they? Oh, no, he has crossover. There's only 150%. No, who do he run? Super Pycon or Bardock? He greatly lowers attack, which is good. I mean, it'd have to be Super Pycon because Bardock's not going to have any great 8 power allies. There you go. I mean, this team honestly will get absolutely destroyed. Like, because we got, I mean, Demigra and Marseille and Dark Mask King would have to be like the slot 1 tanks. And with double 150 leads for like an for an ESBR no items attempt, like we would just get absolutely destroyed. Maybe if we did like, if we used items, then maybe this team would be fine for it. But yeah, in terms of doing like the no items run, this team is not going to be doing that. Switch. I mean, yeah, in a longer meta, but at least I guess the thing is Gohan does infinitely stack, and he greatly raises on his 18 key. So, like, he's going to get a lot of defense raising. When facing multiple enemies, he does get the chance to do loads of extra attacks as well. You can't even make a full Super Serial Pycon team. What a great category. Storied figures. What's the Super Serial team that we would use? Do storied figures even have any other leaders outside of the Tapion and Minutia? Let's have a look. Storied figures. Oh, Tech Bardock or Infabu. Okay. I mean, you could use him Rudigan, obviously. I mean, we could just run like a full extreme team, I guess, and have the heroes' characters on there. But then, yeah, he only needs another crossover or demonic power ally in the same turn, and then all allies to be extreme. So that's fine. Megicabra literally doesn't have an ally restriction, which is awesome. Yeah, she gets a lot of defense from there being a crossover ally, so yeah, you probably don't want to run her because you don't want to really split up Megicabra and Demigra. Yeah, true. LR Kid Buu would be very good for this team setup, yeah. What about Demon King Piccolo on the full extreme team? Well, you could put him in slot 3 and he has the high chance to dodge. God, this team is a liability, huh? Yeah, see, this guy can be run on just an extreme team as well. With guard, support, crits. I mean, yeah, what a team. But yes, LR Kid Buu would definitely be a good addition into this setup. So yeah, we should. That means we should get what, a data download tomorrow. Let's see how Kid Buu can slot 1 for a turn because of his damage reduction. Also, I guess you have to think about it depends what the enemies do in like what is their super attack. Because one thing we can check, I guess, is we can go into normal Super Battle Road, because the enemies are like the same, although the typings might be different, but the enemies will be the same. When did we even get a last? When did we get a last stage of normal Super Battle Road? That's kind of crazy. And then it went up to stage 88. Why have we not at least got to stage 90? Yeah, like we're catching up.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, so who we got? Chilled. Because Kid Buu negates unarmed super attacks, right? So... Well, that's annoying. I mean, the thing is, this is only normal Super Battle Road, so it shouldn't be too difficult, but... Remember how we didn't get an SBR stage for like 3 months? Remember how we used to not get SBR stages for like 6 to 8 months, and then all of a sudden we got 10 in one go? I'm now starting to wonder if I preferred it that way. Although I guess nowadays it would be pointless because they're all so easy. Yeah, so it doesn't seem like none of these guys in this first fight have a Key Blast super, unarmed super. It's funny how it's like, this is just normal Super Battle Road, so... let me double check though. Dokkan info will tell me just specifically. So if we go to events. Right, it's a Super Battle Road stage. $76. Story figures only. So yeah, this first fight they're all Key Blasts. The next fight they're all unknown apart from North Supreme Kai that is a weapon super. And then yeah, Harudagan in the final stage has an unarmed super. So if you bring STR Kid Buu in the last fight, which is just against Harudagan on his own, Kid Buu can negate his super attacks, so that would actually be kind of useful. It's not doing much for you in the first 2 fights, but... Let's see if Harudagan can not let us down here. Hey, let's go. But yeah, it's weird how some of the attacks that you would think would be like unarmed or Key Blasts aren't. It's very inconsistent and annoying. At least the AGL Kid Gohan will have damage reduction post EZA. Yeah, Gohan's EZA is really good. I really like it. I should actually make a tweet to do the community Kuni response video later. So, what do you guys think of the AGL Kid Gohan EZA? He looks good to me, but already. Fraud Harudagon didn't dodge. I mean, come on. What were we expecting really from Harudagon? Right, I'm coming mid. Let me know your thoughts here for a community response video. Okay. If they ever give a unit an unspecified super counter. Well, yeah, I mean, well, technically the Super Saiyan 4s just have counter any super. So that is, it is true that technically they can. But I think he means specifically a unit that has one for that specific type of super attack. Because there are quite a lot of bosses, even in like the meta now, there are quite a lot of bosses that do have that like unspecified super attack. So... Right, so I put the link in the chat. I'll put it over in the Discord as well. And then I'll post that in the group chat here as well. Yeah, can I get your guys' thoughts and retweets, please? Post the link in there. Alright, so the link's posted everywhere. So make sure you do comment on the post. Let me know what you guys think of Gohan's EZA, and I will make a community response video later on. Can Harudagon dodge Harudagon? That's the question. Can you dodge yourself? Neki Kabura coming in with the big clutch heel. Man, it's going to be a long time, right? Because they didn't come out... Well, I suppose it was over a year, almost 2 years ago now, but... I can't wait for the STR Dragon Fist Goku EZA. I love that unit. Battle of the Frauds. Yeah, Harudagon versus Harudagon. Who will win? Obviously, Super Battle Road, the enemies have such low like HP and stats compared to Extreme Super Battle Road that, you know, we're crushing it. Like, if Harudagon hadn't dodged that super and we were doing the ESBR version, we would have died, right? On the turn where he got hit. Like... That's the thing, all the boos are on demonic power as well, so we've just always got the units on rotation that we want, really. Someone posted one of the best comment that's on that Gohan Details EZA tweet is just someone commenting, yeah, but where are the heroes EZAs? A person after my own heart, you love to see it. But yeah, his units, so that's the thing though, on the Gohan, Goten and Trunks team, you won't be able to use his unit super. But there you go. That's pretty decent. However, yeah, ESBR is obviously going to be significantly harder. But yeah, man, I miss like STR Dragon Fist Goku is such a good card. I know people were disappointed with like the Dragon Fist animation, but yeah, I really like that unit. So his EZA is something that I'm very much looking forward to. Physical God Goku as well. Whose EZA are you guys most looking forward to? When are we getting the last stages of this? Where's Hirudegarn, Anarasa and Bio Broly?
All right, let's do this.
Tech androids, yeah. That will be a good one. STR LR Cooler, yeah. Dude, I love that unit. This is one of my favourite units in the game. Diamond Vegeta getting sealed, let's go. Physical Metal Cooler, the best unit of the... Oh, you mean the AGL Super Saiyans, the best unit from that worldwide celebration? I never understood the hate for Physical Metal Cooler on release. I thought he was really good. I know people don't like the, that is the unit that has to die to get the revive kind of revival, but the fact that it's from any HP. But yeah, Tech Android's EZA should be really, really good. I mean, that active skill, still makes them incredibly good for any short content against one enemy. And you just instantly Ghost Usher with the turn that they're on. But yeah, STR Final Form Cooler there was one of my favourite units in the game. Well, probably he was my favourite unit in the game, like when he came out. Wait, who got supered for 1.5 million? Well, because at least because Vegeta's not on Battle of Fate, has stopped giving me the
All right, let's do this.
in Goku and Frieza friend. I hated Metal Cooler for a very specific reason. Yeah, true. Yeah, that situation could be super annoying. Like he just barely survives, and then the next unit gets killed, so then you don't revive. Yeah, that is super annoying. Right, that is fair. Wait, who got sealed? Oh, Piccolo. That's perfect. Dun, 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 dun. Don't need to worry about picking up orbs for him then. What new thing do you think they'll add for the anniversary? Like a new mechanic or just ping us damage and invincible? Usually there's some kind of new mechanic, right? Like this anniversary, we got reversible exchange, which is a big one. People are very happy about. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it could, to be honest though, it could just be the new like battle system coming out. That's the thing, which we do already know about, but yeah, it could just be that. Okay, shout out to the GOAT Proton for confirming that Daima Piccolo's super thing does work with Gohan EZA. It's crazy how this event is just like an absolute nightmare. Yeah, no, Physical Cooler doesn't have the survives KO. That would be insane for him to have a survives KO attacks whilst also being a unit that has to die in order to revive. We joke about like bad unit design in Dokkan a lot of the time, but oh boy, that would be shocking. Funny though is he can nullify unarmed super attacks. So if you're already on like low HP and you put him in a situation where you're like, right, I want you to die here, but you don't have a scouter active or anything, and then it's like, oh well, he just got unarmed supered and nullified it instead. Yo, Anime Hoops, how's it going? Yeah, fix the friend system. That's like the number one. Great work, Goku. That's the number one thing. Fix the friend system, mate. Because, yeah, I wonder if, like, if we take you off, put you on. Obviously, we can't do it now because he doesn't have his EZA yet. But, like, we could probably get away with, depending on the rotations that we start with, you get away with putting the Super Saiyan 4s in turn 1 on the first turn. Have Gohan get some stacks. And then have Gohan be like the slot 1 on the next turn while he still has guard. Because, yeah, that is the thing. He could get supered in slot 1 because you want him to die, nullify it, and then somebody else gets, like, killed later in the turn. That's why you put dodge on every unit. Could you imagine if they'd made it so that this stage had limited attempts? I'm trying to remember the way that I beat it, like the easy way I beat it.
Do this.
Yeah, no, you can't have both the golden freezers on the first turn. If you have golden freezer turn 1 and golden freezer turn 2, then I think you can probably do it. Nah, that's the thing. The Omega with all the rainbow orbs can make it difficult depending on like who ends up getting hit and stuff. Oh well, yeah, this team build has the tech golden freezer on it because I think we're doing a challenge run. I was about to say, yeah, tech freezer also has to be the one that doesn't get sealed, which he did. That's why this event is so annoying. Like, even some of the strategies that do work, you just have to like reset the stage a whole bunch of times, which is annoying.
Let's do this.
Let's see. What'll be really funny is if he seals Broly. He sealed Golden Frieza again. Isn't this what happened like when we were trying to do the Majin Vegeta like mega nuke thing on the stream the other day? And like I just had to keep resetting and resetting and resetting until finally Majin Vegeta was on the first turn, and then we'd go into the stage and then Majin Vegeta would be sealed.
Let's do this.
There you go, finally. Although it was Broly, which is kind of annoying because the AoE would be helpful, but... God, the friend isn't even link leveled. Bruh. What are these guys doing? Yeah, I probably should just transform him straight away. Alright. Yeah, imagine locking, dodge, cancelling, and stunning. It'd be great. What do you mean? It'd be so easy. And then you come into the event as well, on top of all of the other things that the event is doing. You come into the event and that was 3 supers in a row in slot 1. And there's a 4th one. That was all in slot 1 before we got to do anything. 4 super attacks. Can't wait for the manga units to come out so I can try Festival. Haters gonna hate and say they aren't for Festival, but I can prove them wrong. I mean, they can technically be used in Festival because they do infinitely stack, but they also, their main passive only lasts for 40 turns. So... I still haven't even touched Festival. Might try Tech Brody's trap for 55 turns, maybe. Apparently you have to have at least 2 dupes in the Raffle Broly for that to work as well. Yeah, 109 million. Nice. Yo, Jimbo, how's it going? I have 450 stones to pull Daima Goku, really want Piccolo. I honestly, chasing banner units is never a good idea. Like, you could quite easily use those 450 stones and not get him. Whilst it is definitely really good to have him on the team as well. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much. Go. But yeah, I suppose, yeah, it does depend how many stones you've already spent and how close you are to pity. That is a good question. Yeah, if you're like 100 stones away from the pity, then trying those last 2 multis to try and get Piccolo, but then also knowing you're going to get a guaranteed extra copy of Goku would be pretty good. But saving your stones is also a good idea, because, you know, there's still going to be plenty of stuff coming before the end of the year anniversary and at the end of January, like... Okay, yeah, no, not even close. Yeah, I would say don't bother then. So yeah, Frieza active skill kills Farsha. Then should hopefully kill Bardock here. Isn't going to kill Bardock here. Nice. And rely on the Janemba dodge. let's go. Do you remember getting all the dodges in? You love to see it. Double super as well, let's go. Yeah, we've already got that. We have Lord Slug. Although he's outdated already, unfortunately. I'm running Mini Forku, Free-to-Play Glorio, Free-to-Play Pansy, Gohan, both Mini and normal Piccolo. Wait, which normal Piccolo? Oh, the Power Awakened that transforms into Orange Piccolo, I imagine. Really, why didn't you do another super? Why are you like this? Knock off Demon King Piccolo. Oof, poor Slug. He actually could still probably kill me if he just supers in slot 1. Okay. I think we might just be good now. I was going to run physical Dokkan Fest Piccolo, forgot that Tech LR Piccolo exists. Physical Dokkan Fest Piccolo will just get destroyed in like everything. Is the problem. Look at this, the full Freezer rotation. Getting the W here, you love to see it. Freezer fans. Yeah, so Golden Freezer, as long as he doesn't get sealed on the first turn, you just put him in slot 3, use his active skill, and then he gets hit by every single enemy and then kills Tora straight away. So therefore, on the next turn, no one's going to get sealed. So then you know that the second Freezer isn't sealed. And then, yeah, he just goes ham and kills Varsha. Yeah, Tech Gohan and Physical Gohan and Tech Piccolo's EZAs are going to be crazy. Yeah, we set a new time as well by just over like 1 second. Let's go. 1 second faster with the evil Emperor of the Universe. Double leads. I'm actually not sure what the first team that I used was, to be honest. I'm not sure what the team like I had the best time with was. No, the Gamma 1 and 2 came out a little bit before. So, like, in theory, they should EZA, like, anytime soon as well. T1 Gammas, yeah, it was like a month or two before. Yeah, Scythe, how's it going? Yeah, there's a lot of EZAs that could be coming up soon that could be incredibly good. Gammas, Gohan and Piccolo, technically even the tech androids. In Majin Vegeta needs to hurry up and get his EZA, so then... Because, like, Physical God Goku, there's no way he's going to EZA before Majin Vegeta, who came out the year after him. So... Someone replied to my thing because I said I've already seen people calling him mid. Someone replied saying, bro, people called Beast mid on release. And then I like, literally, the reply, like, I refuse to believe anyone legitimately thought that. Like, was almost certainly rage bait. Like, how? There's no way on release anyone looked at Beast Gohan and was like, yeah, he's mid. Like, huh? Oh yeah, that is a good point. I was just saying before about, like, Proton confirmed that Daima Piccolo counts for Gohan's thing. But I literally could have just checked it in-game, because Gohan is in the game, he just doesn't have his EZA yet. So obviously he would get crushed by any actual difficult boss, but you could still check it.
Alright, let's do this.
And of course he's not even going to be on the turn. Good. But yeah, I refuse to believe that anyone seriously said that Gohan was mid. It literally has to be rage bait. Like the guy that has guard, a bunch of damage reduction, a bunch of defense when he gets hit, and then literally on the next turn can use a target ability, and then be invincible and protect the entire rotation, like literally on the next turn. It's one of those things where, like, it sounds rude, but it is like, if people looked at his kit and genuinely were like, oh yeah, he seems mid, like, those people don't understand how the game works. Like, there's no way you read Beast Gohan's kit for the first time when he was going to come out for the 9th anniversary and just be like, oh yeah, he's okay, I guess. Like, huh? Christopher, how's it going? Rage bait, yeah, true. The EZA ship is Thursday morning for me, late Wednesday evening if you're US. To be fair, we both know VB fans can't read. That's true. That is very true. Yeah, it was probably the guy who commented that. Yeah, it's that meme. Was it the SpongeBob meme where it's like the wanted poster in the background that has him on it? It's like, some people called Beast Gohan mid on release. It was me. Hey look, I can use Gohan's active skill. Why didn't I heal? Did I heal? Was my health even lower than... No, my health wasn't that low, surely. He's going to super in slot 1 though, isn't he? I can tell. But there you go. Unit super attack with Daima Piccolo. That's all I wanted to see. Just to show that it does indeed work. But yeah, Beast still works in some things. Like short events that don't hit super hard straight away. You get a hit on turn 1. And then just target ability on turn 3. Wait, did he dodge? I didn't even see, because I guess I did put up his dodge by quite a lot. Yeah, I was only on 38% HP. I thought it was on more than that. I feel like I didn't see the bar go up by very much. Because yeah, Gohan will now greatly raise attack on Super. I didn't even see what his attack stat did because I was busy looking at the chat. Yeah. I'm just looking at it back now. 6.8 million, let's go. He did an additional though, did he? That's why. He just gets that one stat. He took double-digit damage though. I thought he dodged because I just assumed he would take loads of damage, but... Tell her what. Dark chocolate and cheese toasty or ice cold ham smoothie. That is oh boy. Ooh, brother. I can't, like, for me, I don't really like dark chocolate much anyway. Like, I'm not a huge chocolate person, but yeah, I don't really like dark chocolate. But even with normal chocolate, the idea of chocolate and cheese, especially in a toasty, oh, I think, oh yeah, I don't know. It probably, the ham smoothie does sound disgusting as well, but it'd have to be that, I think. I don't know if I could eat dark chocolate and cheese in a toasty. So it's like melted cheese and melted dark chocolate. Ugh. Yeah, Bringer, the new, like, the way the new super attack thing works is just really, really good. Especially units that change forms, like, multiple times as they awaken, like the LR God Goku. Because he goes from base Goku to Super Saiyan Goku to God Goku. So any of those three, any base Gokus, Super Saiyan Gokus, or God Gokus, can all be used to feed into the super attack of the LR God Goku, which is really good. Come on, Piccolo, you got this. Yeah, you see, he got this. There are some good combos with cheese and chocolate, like people eat chocolate, cheesecake. Cheese and cheesecake's kind of different, though. There's a secret third option. Is there? Oh, well, we just win now. I was going to say, don't necessarily need to transform the fours, but if we transform them, Goma's on low HP, so then they get their active skill and we win. There you go. Who needs the EZA for Gohan? If you want me to say the third option, you must take that one. Oh, so you have to commit to it without knowing what it is. That seems a bit. Did it? Are you in a gambling mood? I mean, my summons on the Daima Goku banner was so bad, I would say probably not. Yeah, fine then, keep your secrets. I mean, if there was obviously in this scenario, I could just lie and say, yeah, I'll pick the third option and see what it is, and then be like, well, glad this isn't actually real. But if it was a real scenario where I had to pick, given how horrible the two choices were already, I don't think I would risk picking the surprise one. Because it's potentially just going to be something even weirder or even worse, so... Fair, I've yet to summon for him. Oof. Wait, so are you going to, or are you waiting to see, like, if you get the manga cards you want, or is there any specific reason?
All right, let's do this.
I'm about to dox you specifically to send you a third option through DoorDash. No, it's not an auto. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, Gohan has a pretty solid amount of HP, but his slot 1 super is usually not too bad. People say... Google AI overview thinks it sounds great together. I mean, I've definitely heard of it before. There are definitely like cheese and chocolate like combinations that can work, I guess, but like, especially like I say, I'm not a huge fan of dark chocolate, so that just makes it even more like a note from me. Yeah, I can use the new manga Goku because I've already link leveled him. And this is like the old LR Goku. This is just an extra. You know, when you get to like 3,000 days or whatever, you get a bunch of extra copies. So I've got like 5 random copies of the LR Goku that are obviously all link level 1. So I just thought, for the sake of getting some extra links to level 10, I might as well make the random copies of him my link level team leads. Because I would probably never bother to just link level them on their own, like the spare copies of that LR Goku. But since I want to have an all types leader for my link level team, then I might as well just use them.
All right, let's do this.
Bananas on pizza. That is a thing that exists. It shouldn't, but it does. Far too American to eat fruit on pizza. Fair. Come on then, Talia. Let's hear what this nightmare third option is. I'm intrigued. Scared, but intrigued. Pineapple and pepperoni is fire. Pepperoni on pizza is a war crime. I mean, that's the thing. It's like a big meme, but like, it's actually not that bad. Banana and chocolate pizza dessert sounds kind of good. I mean, that's the thing though, with like dessert pizzas, they're just like, it's the pizza base, but then obviously you have chocolate or whatever instead of obviously having like pizza sauce or something like that. So those work perfectly fine because they're not like a proper pizza. As a resident of Hawaii, we'll go on a sole crusade against Canada for using our name to make this horrendous pizza. Yeah, it's definitely an acquired taste, but like, yeah, it's really not that bad. I was kind of like, I wasn't the biggest fan of pineapple on its own, but like, yeah, I used to very much be like, oh no, pineapple on pizza, terrible, how could you? And then like, I actually had it. I was like, yeah, it's alright. Depends what you have it with, because like pineapple has a very like specific taste. So like, if you have it with the right thing, it can be good. Yeah, ham can be alright on pizza. It's one of those I prefer, if it's going to be meat, for it to be like pepperoni or sausage. Did I just call Hawaii high? I don't think so. Did I? My brain just failed to read? It's very possible. One time with ham. Sounds interesting. That's the great thing about pizza though, is you can put basically anything on it you want, and like if you like those things and they like go well together, I guess, like for you, but I suppose it doesn't matter what anyone else like thinks is good on it or not. Because that's the thing, Italian pizza is cooked, like the way they do it is very different as well as what like the way it's done in other different places. So I guess it's just different everywhere for different people. But that's the great thing about pizza. Did you not see your third option that now you must have? Wait, did you say and we didn't see? A pint full of fat milk and a box of cereal. Oh, so it's a ruse. Because the third option is the best one. I see what you've done there. bamboozled us all. Ice cream tacos I have had, yeah. Ice cream pizza would be weird. I guess it depends what else is on it, but... Deep dish for 8 people is like $23. It's the old devil you know is better than the devil you know. Although that's the other way around though, because the one that we didn't know ended up being the better one. Ice cream cookie pizza. Yeah, anything that's like a dessert pizza kind of thing is all good, right?
All right.
Pineapple pizza is like chicken breast. It's anywhere from horrible to amazing, and it's so easy to mess up. So it's only a good one. Yeah. Chicken wing pizza is elite. That's interesting. Chicken wing pizza. But yeah, I suppose you can say that about a lot of different things, like as long as it's prepared well or like done well by whoever is making it, like you can always get a bad something, whatever type of food it is, and then that puts you off like having it ever, I suppose. Just depends what it is. My local Domino's has the 2 mix and match pizzas for $6.99 each. Comes in clutch for not spending much while grabbing something quick. I mean, it's not bad. 14 for like 2 pizzas.
All right, let's do this.
Chicken wing pizza sounds weird because it's like whole chicken wings on a pizza. Like aren't pizza toppings like ideally just supposed to be things that very easily just go in your mouth on top of the pizza? It's a whole chicken. I was gonna say. Well, I did say, yeah, like chicken wing. When you say chicken wing pizza, it just makes it sound like chicken wings on a pizza, which is kind of funny. And like, I could see that being a thing for like a food challenge or something. And you just would have to just pick the chicken wings off to eat them first. But yeah, whole chicken wings on a pizza is definitely not a great. Isn't chicken wing pizza just buffalo chicken pizza? I guess it depends on the type of chicken, I guess. I don't know. It's not American unless it's deep fried. It's buffalo chicken pizza. Okay. Boneless over bones. True. True. I'm not a fan of like meat on the bone in general. Anchovies is the how much salt do I need? How feeling about mushrooms on pizza? I do like mushrooms. I don't think I never pick them as like a pizza topping. Yeah, like I said, I used to not like mushrooms, but yeah, we have mushrooms a lot. Fairly regularly, in fact, when we have our different veg with like meals. Mushrooms are a top choice.
All right, let's do this.
I like that the last part of the stream has, while I link level, has just been talking about pizza and pizza toppings. I do love a good pizza. Food plus Dokkan equals good content. There you go. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. We'll be wrapping up the stream here in the next, like, well, just under 10 minutes. Yeah, no early stream tomorrow. So there's not really anything going on tomorrow. And then Thursday morning is the Gohan EZA, the manga stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on Thursday morning. So I'll be live for that. Yeah, a bunch of that all recorded and stuff and done on the stream. I'm not going to summon like too much for the manga units because, as you can see, it's all ready from the menu. Like, I don't have a lot of stones. I want to get some for like the collection purposes, but they're not the kind of thing I would be like, I'm going to spend a lot of money on or anything. So we'll see how we get on with the summons. Yeah, it's Thursday for content. That's the thing. It was news today, and then Thursday for like the actual content.
All right, let's do this.
I don't know about actual tomatoes on pizza, not just sauce. Yeah, tomato is okay as long as it's like someone said before about the pineapple. As long as it's like cooked on the pizza. It's actual from a garden, fresh tomatoes. Yeah, as long as it's good. I guess it's like anything, right? As long as it's the good ingredients, but. Tomatoes on a margarita pizza, but not like a chicken bacon ranch pizza. Now again, it depends what everything else on it is, I suppose. Because every now and then, I think like peppers are quite, like red or green peppers, usually red, can be quite good on a pizza. Depending on what else you have with it. Sweet corn as well as a good pizza topping. Pickled eggs and pickled onions on your pizza. Pickled eggs on a pizza. Why, Tyler? With blue cheese. Tyler just picking all the most like controversial. Controversial toppings.
All right, let's do this.
You keep getting away with this. You can't keep getting away with this. That's the worst possible combination on pizza. I'm over here watching stream and grinding Vegeta mini medals instead of martial art. Oh no. We're playing the wrong... farming the wrong stage. Oof. Yeah, that is unfortunate. I'm not even sure whether there's any point like for me like farming the rest of the Martialite things, because once you've got all the copies of the actual like free-to-play characters, like, the only other things are like Kais and stuff, which I don't need any of. Omega one-shotting them until like stage 300. Yeah, I notice he does like damage cap like straight away. I'm just now getting Gloria and Pansy. I slacked because no stones. Yeah, it's one of those things. If you've got no stones, you don't want to be spending them on refreshing stamina like just to farm free-to-play units, I guess. J found the server grinding 3 copies of every unit for 3 separate potential builds. Yeah, that's crazy. It's like the ultimate min-maxing. Fried chicken, what, on a pizza? Alright, well, that's going to be it for the stream. I'm going to wrap things up there. Make sure you guys check out that Gohan news video if you hadn't already, just to get the extra view and everything for me. Give it a like, drop a comment, let me know you came over from the stream and all of that good stuff. But yeah, that is going to be it for the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I say, no early stream tomorrow, no late stream tonight. So I'll be back with a late stream tomorrow, potentially with some more Borderlands. And then, yeah, Thursday morning we'll be live for all the new content. So, yeah, that's going to be it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Like, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.